Everybody with a check ain't certified. If you look behind these shades, you see a murder house. A lot of people that I beef, it wasn't worth my time. Got my...
Yeah, what's up? What's going on, my creatives? You already know what it is. It's another edition of Cuts as she is like trying to fix the glass through this intro. You know what it is, man. Culture, urban technology, and sports. It is the platform where the power players come here, speak with the root sprayer. ReemoMeerak. Sorry, I'm burping off this hot coffee. It's all right. Nonetheless, to my left, to your right. Ah, man. Story time, my creatives. So, way back in the days.
Way back.
I want to say what? 2000... Shit, about 11 years ago. Yeah.
If not more, but yeah.
See, actually, no.
You might want to double
12. I know you longer than that. I don't know you longer than that. From wait.
I mean, I've been doing comedy 11 years, and that event that we did the co-bartending at was before I did comedy, so it would have to be before that. It was a long time ago.
Yeah, we're showing our ages. So, said lady over here and I were co-bartending for our guy, Ian. Shout out to Coach Ian, Coach ITM,
yes,
at his event. You know, I didn't know she did comedy, which was kind of, a shocking thing. I really didn't know you did comedy. I think you were transitioning, you were about to transition into comedy around that time. Right. So, then I look at my timeline she's doing comedy. I said, oh, wait, that's Dara. Hold on. She didn't say this shit in Martha's Vineyard. She didn't say nothing of this. What is going on there? But she's been kicking ass, working hard, kicking ass. You know what I'm saying? Doing what she do. Now, I mean, she does everything besides comedy, influencer, content creator. She be at these amazing events.
Right,
I'm staying at Ad Week again this year. I saw her Ad Week again. And I don't want to botch her name up. I hope I get this right. Hold on. Wait a minute, my careers. We're getting the notes. Hold on. We're getting the notes.
Truth.
It's the moment of truth. We got Dara Jemmott. Dara Jemmott?
Dara Jemmott.
Dara Jemmott.
There we go.
In the building, so what's good? What's going on, Dara?
Dang. I'm excited to be here.
Yes.
Yeah.
I feel your energy.
This feels like a full circle moment.
Yes, it is.
You know?
Yes, it is. We both grew up in our careers.
It's crazy. You're doing so well. I'm so proud of you.
I thank you. Hard work pays off. Not being a scumbag in this industry. You know what I'm saying?
Amen.
But what's up with you? What's going on with you? How was the first 3 quarters of 2025 for your brand?
For my brand, let's see. I feel like we are in a state of rebuilding, if you will. Last year, not to bring the room down, but last year my dad had a stroke.
I'm sorry to hear about that.
No, thank you. Yeah, he lost the ability to read and walk and count and do all those things. He's much better now, thank God.
Blessings,
but
yes.
Thank you, God.
Yes.
And it just took something to get him there. So It was a bit of a, not step back, but a reset, if you will. So now I'm focusing on expanding and performing outside of New York more. I want to do more projects. I want to work with more directors and, really expand and use all the tools in the toolbox. Why not? No,
that's what's up. I mean, that's key. I mean, I'm not going to lie. I mean, since you were being transparent, I have no problem being transparent. 4 years ago, my mother left and was gone.
I'm sorry.
It's fine. I mean, I'm cool with it. I really was like, I'm leaving entertainment. I was like, yo, the hell with this shit. I don't care. And mind you, this is like mid of the cooking. This is the mid of the sizzle. You know what I'm saying? This is like, okay, now we're starting to kind of understand ReemoMeerak. Like, oh shit, all right. This guy's really kind of before. So, hey, this guy's got it.
Yeah.
And I was ready to walk away. Ready to walk away from it all. She died on Jay-Z's birthday. She died on December 4th. Yeah, that was tough. Tough. No, it's all right.
My mom died December 7th.
Right.
Like 3 days away from your mom.
Yeah.
So it's a hard one to go through, but if there's one thing I know for sure, your mom would want you to grow and blossom.
Yes.
That's what she raised you to do.
Yes.
So, it's okay to take a step back sometimes.
Right.
Get yourself back together, get that mindset back, and then welcome. Here you are.
So what it was a movie that got me back.
What movie?
So it's a movie that they're still in productions with it. I wish they had pushed it out because, in my opinion, I feel this is my first time as an actor. I felt this way. I felt like the whole entire cast really did their all.
Okay.
And we put our effort, because for me as an actor, I get it. I get the business part of it. Sometimes a project, regardless of how long it was shot, it may not be the time to push it, right? Mm-hmm. But if it's something where emotions was involved, you're telling a story about an alcoholic father, which they had me play. It's my first time ever playing an alcohol-abused anything. You've had me play something that was out of my element.
Right.
Way out of my element. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I was like, all right, at least something. A mini something or whatever. Or if you really needed money or whatever, I'm just putting every type of variable out there. Mm-hmm. If you needed money to like really get this shit going, kicking, all right, get at actors that you felt can do it. Or hey, how about ReemoMeerak, the guy that has the resources, or whatever. Long story short, it helped me cope with my mother's death because there was like a couple of actresses, one in particular, the main actress. Her and I built this like great like father-daughter type of relationship. Even now, every now and then I'll hit her up, on Instagram and stuff like that. We'll talk and everything like that. But that in a way started like speeding up the recovery. Even though there's no real timetable of death or grieving or anything like that. But I will say it catapulted now even to what's happening now with the brand. Yeah. Like this whole infernal blaze like blew up in me to a point where like I don't even give a fuck about the no's. I'm gonna get this fucking yes. You know what I'm saying? I didn't really 100%. Not to say I didn't have it before, but definitely now for sure. You can forget about it. I don't give a fuck who tells me this no. I will get this fucking yes.
Well, really, I mean, this business is about collecting no's.
Right.
If you change and shift the perspective to you are collecting no's, then we're achieving something.
Right.
The yes is the bonus on top.
Right.
I heard Roy Wood Jr. outside of a club one day. I don't know if he knows that I was listening.
Oh, snap.
I was trying not to listen.
Roy Wood Jr., what up?
He's amazing.
Yeah, by far he is.
Huh?
By far he is.
Yeah. But I heard him say to someone, this industry is a shit-eating contest, and it's who can eat the most shit, And hearing him say that completely changed my perspective of things. You know what I mean? Like, I just got scammed. Well, I didn't get scammed. I beat the scam. At least I hope I did. But I had a casting director hit me up about a role, and they said that they were the VP of Paramount Plus.
Oh, wow.
And they thought I'd be really good for a role. We had several exchanges. They asked about my scheduling. Could I be in LA for the next month? I was about to quit everything. You weren't going to see me at Ad Week because I was going to be in LA, baby.
Right.
So they're like, we're going to review your materials. We'll let you know tomorrow. The next day, I get this email. It's an amazing email. It's like, we believe in your talents. We believe that you have what it takes to carry this project forward and move it. Oh, my God. It was like one of the best emails I've ever received in my life. So I'm like, this is all moving very fast, especially since a contract came a few minutes later. Mm-hmm. And I'm calling my friend who's a working actor, and I'm like, I need to talk to you. And I could hear it in his voice, like he didn't want to sound like a hater, but it sounded fishy to him. He wanted to be happy for me, but he also wanted to protect me.
Thank God. That was God talking.
Thank God, because he was like, these things don't work like that, Dara. And that, that's too fast. They're sending a contract. Like, is there a number for the person? Did you Google the person? Now, I had Googled the person. They had an IMBD. Watch out from any email from a lady named Ro, okay? I can't remember the last name, but Ro, R-E-E, and she's blonde, and she's fake, but she's on LinkedIn, but not IMBD. And I realized then, I was like, oh my God, they tried to scam me with my dreams.
Get you, son.
With my dreams. And as disappointing as that was, and I did have a moment of grief, but I was like, what am I even grieving? Because this wasn't real, but it was the hopes and dreams that I had thought that I achieved. Right. It was all the hard work coming to fruition for me, and then all of a sudden just be swept away. But what I learned from that is that my cells got a chance to celebrate. And if trauma is stored in DNA, then so is joy. So I got to release some of that. And now I'm just going to live in delusion that I am, in fact, a movie star. And I feel it on a cellular basis. And I'm just going to rock and roll through that, you know? I ate the shit. And I kept it moving.
No, but that's what's up. And also my creative. I'm glad that she expressed that to you. You gotta be careful. Like when I tell you have to be careful, you have to be careful with those type of situations. Because I get it. And I hate to say this within our community. And not mainly our community, a good amount, but our community kind of gets caught in these things because of, unfortunately, the backgrounds that we come from as far as when it comes into entertainment. Because, okay, we're striving so hard because the constraints and everything against us is so heavy. So it's like, oh my God, a fresh, lift off our shoulders. Here comes this person. But it's like, nah, you gotta know and understand this business. You understand? Good thing, God, and I'm a heavy believer on it.
Me too.
God told you, call your friend.
Call your friend.
Call the one that's in the industry. He's in.
Yes.
Call him and ask him what's the process.
100%. I was like, do I need a lawyer? He was like, I don't know if you need anything, girl, because I don't know if this is real. But that's why community is so important, and a lot of creators, yes, we work individually. Yes, we're displaying our talents on our own. But it really is community that gets us through this.
Yes.
Yes. And looking at too many of us look to work with the people up here.
We gotta go here,
and we need
just
to
like
look to the
said.
left and the right and see who we can build these stones together.
Yes,
so I'm a firm believer. If you don't know, ask somebody. Don't do it by yourself, and also don't let emotions rule the show.
Please, dear God, my career. This is why we talk about it. This is what C.U.T.S is about. Culture and Technology Board. This is what we do here. Besides knowing of the journeys, we debunk the fuckery that is said. Yeah, you have to understand, my creatives. You will get fished so bad in this industry to a point where, because, like I said, as the creative whom you are, you're trying to get everything and build up and climb. Hey, a problem. Meanwhile, that person wants to do like this and let you go all the way back down the ladder again.
100%.
You get what I'm saying? So, you touched on it, but let's go into this. You're a triple threat, comedian, influencer, actor, right? When do you sleep? Or are you just powered by memes and despite the rest of us? What's going on here, son?
I'm fueled by Jameson. It keeps me going. This isn't water. No. You had me fooled. I thought that was coffee. Is that an Irish coffee?
I don't know. It might be.
I'll never tell. No, sleep. I'm trying to get better with my sleep.
Really?
I am. When I first started doing comedy, I was working a corporate job, and I was always going to sleep like 2-3 o'clock in the morning. That still does happen. And sometimes I'm up until 5-6 o'clock in the morning. And we just sleep a few hours. If someone's paying me to get out of my bed the next day, sure. If they're not, then we gonna lay there. You know what I mean? We'll figure out something to do, but we're gonna get the rest where we can. But I don't know if it was from working Ad Week and Comic-Con back to back last week. I have been in bed. It was a blessing. That check is going to be cute. But it was like 11-hour days for 7 days a week, So my body is now like, oh, it's midnight? Let's do it. So let's see how long that lasts, because I've gone through a summer of insomnia. But I do feel like it's important to have a balance.
Right.
We sometimes get so caught in creating.
Jesus Christ.
That we forget to live. Because it's that life that we're going to be inspired. We're going to be inspired by that. Right. So, don't forget to talk to your friends. Don't forget to talk to your family. I know that sometimes I use a show to get out of a baby shower that I don't want to go to. But it's still important that I be with those people and be with the people who feed my soul so that I can create for other people.
Yeah, no, I get it. I mean, shit, you're speaking to the choir. Let's see. Next year, April makes 20. Year 20. I'll say about 18 of the 20. I was missing birthday parties, all this, and grinding hard, and all this, and I'll say a lot. I'll say 17 years of the 20. I've really, the last 3 years, I want to say, really have been really taking the naps. The self-care days have been increased. I'll go to a restaurant. I'll tell them, hey, guys, I just need the corner. Put my shades on, whatever. I just need the corner. Let me enjoy at a fancy restaurant or whatever. I just need the corner.
Yeah.
You know, I'm doing walks on the High Line just to be inspired. Which by the way, if you come to New York, I suggest
Walk on
you
the
should
High Line?
walk the whole High Line from 33rd all the way down
It is
to
magnificent.
all the way down to the meatpacking district. Because what it does, for me, and it's helped me out so much in my career, I air out my grievances. So all my grievances that I had, plus get inspired by what I see, the greatness of the buildings and everything like that, in front of me.
Right.
It's a refresher and a recycle. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I get it, man. And even too, even close friends of mine that have passed away, you know, due to health complications and everything like that. That scared the shit out of me. You know what I'm saying? Because I'll keep it about. Y'all know my career is. I'm in my mid 40s, so it's I'm 45. So it's
what?
I know, right? Crazy, right? But you know what I'm saying? It scared the shit out of me. So it's all right, dude, I don't care. I'm gonna get these rest days. That event, if I get there, I get there.
Yeah.
You know, interviews is different. Podding, Cuts podcast, that's different. You know, the day job, y'all know I'm an educator with the city. Even with them, you know what I'm saying, as of late, the last 2 years, I'll say, I've kept it here. Not bare minimum, I kept it here, but I haven't gone a step above and beyond because it's I gotta care for my health.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? My mental health, my physical health, and everything that matters. And for you guys out there, I just want you guys to really understand, take heed of you before you take heed of others. Yeah. I'm just keeping it a buck. I'm just keeping it straight a buck. And don't let society tell you that's fucking selfish. No, that's not selfish. I'm so sick of the society cues. Right. The social cues and society cues out here are fucking ridiculous. It's horrendous out here.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, no. You have to take care of you.
100%.
Okay? You know what I'm saying? So definitely on that. Let's get to the next one. All right, be honest. Do you ever test your jokes on people at meetings or, for that matter, at events or what have you, or if you're on set? Take us into that.
No, honestly, I do hate that. What will happen though is sometimes I'll say something in conversation with people and I'll try to remember to write it down. But it's just so weird when you're in real life with someone, you're like, hold on, I need to write this shit down. You know? But a lot of writing does happen when I'm just at an after show, kick back with comedians, or if we're at the bar, we're just outside hanging out. There will be a lot of writing through speaking that will happen. But there is a difference because you'll know the person who wrote that at home and then came to tell you that joke outside versus just natural conversation transpiring, and then you look around whose joke is that? You know, because we all helped with that. So whose joke is it? But no, when I'm funny in real life, I'm just funny in real life, and you're welcome.
All right, I'm gonna ask you. All right, do you feel today's comedians, a good amount of them, just on your insight, do you feel a good amount of them are living room comedians versus actual comedians?
Well, I think that the dynamic and landscape of comedy has changed due to social media. Right. And I think that there is a real difference between being a social media comedian versus being an onstage performer. You can do whatever you want in front of a camera. You have time to edit. You have time to do all those things. Right. But that performance on stage in real life is it's a muscle that you have to work. And if you're not working it, you can be both. I know people who are definitely both. But if you're not working that on-stage performance muscle, that's a lot harder to just jump into.
No, correct.
Correct.
I think for me,
you can't read a book about riding a bike.
No, right. Right. No, I think for me, I'm not gonna lie. Even though a good amount of people have come to me and said, Cream, you're kind of funny, you're kind of humorous. I've always put my foot down and said, I appreciate y'all, but I could never be a comedian. I keep it a buck. I could never be a comedian. Because A, I know my punchlines are too long. B, I could be way too dark with my jokes, right? Mm-hmm. C, my sarcasm, it takes a while to understand, right? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I feel as a pure I'm just saying this on an opinion.
Yeah.
I'm not saying this as a pure fact. You correct me if you want. I feel as a pure comedian, right? On stage presence is key. I feel the punchlines have to hit immediately, depending upon the time of set that you have, right? I feel even your wherewithal about the room or understanding of the room, a reading of the room, I feel that has to be added on. I feel you have to have some level of intelligence. And I don't mean Harvard student intelligence. What I'm saying is you understand the vernacular of your words can be powerful.
Yes.
Right? So you have to at least understand about behaviors and reading the room and energy and displaying about your words and how you're going to say the words of your jokes. Right? I feel that has to be added onto play. And then finally, real talk, you yourself have to be able to laugh at yourself.
Oh yeah.
So am I spot on about what I just said?
I think you are spot on.
Okay.
100%. And it's funny because, you know, how we were talking about, do you write jokes in conversation? There'll be people all the time who's like, oh, you should say that on stage. And then I'm trying to explain to them, that's only funny because you and I are in this room. The audience isn't in the room with us. They're not going to think that's funny. It's going to take me too long to explain it. It's going to take me too long to set it up. They're going to be bored by the time I even get to a punchline.
That's all I'm saying.
And there's really no identifiable punchline because we've been laughing this whole time about this thing, you know? So it is a formula. And I love when people are like, oh, you're a comedian. I've always wanted to be a comedian. Okay, great. But don't sit here and act like you can do what I do without putting in the work.
I'm sorry.
You can't. I mean, I've been on stage since I was 3 years old, you know? So I'm mixing and diving in what I want to, you know, am I an actor today? Am I a dancer today? Am I a comedian today? You know, so this toolbox has been added to. So someone who has never done any of those things coming and telling me that they can do what I can do.
See, that's the part I fucking hate.
Is wild.
Yeah, it's wild. And it has intensified since fucking internet has been expanding. I'm sorry.
It's wild.
To shit, sorry. Oh my God. You must be like, had read my mind today. Yo, that is the story of my fucking life. These fuckers be fucking trying to tell me about shit. And I'm like, you're not in the fucking room where I'm at. What are you talking about? Yeah. No, we're not the same. No, we're not the fucking same.
We are not the same.
We're not the same. I don't give a shit. We're not the fucking same. And I'm not saying it because I feel I'm the upper echelon of entertainer.
No.
It's just,
I have work to do.
We're not the fucking same.
100%.
Stop fucking coming under my I mean, you can comment. I don't give a shit. But that type of shit or that under the condescending type of way of saying shit, it's like, no, you can't do the shit I do.
No.
I don't give a fuck.
No.
I don't care what camera. You can have red cameras. You can have the best mics in the fucking world. You can fucking have best studio in the world. I don't give a shit. You cannot do what I do, and you are 1,000% correct. I feel comedians are just like the NBA. I'm sorry. You guys, you can't go. Anybody can just go to the fucking league.
You literally read my brain because I was about to say that, but I was like, that's going to sound crazy. But
no,
it's true.
Nobody could go to, not anybody can just go to the fucking league. Yes. Comedians that make it, you are the 1%.
Yeah.
Or less than 1%.
And I wouldn't even put myself in like NBA status. I'm going to put myself in like Duke level, 96.
Right.
I just aged myself. But, I would put it there. There's still so much for me to learn and to grow and to do.
Correct.
And there's reps I need to put in. So
correct.
There is a hierarchy here, but I'm not saying that to somebody saying, oh, you can't do what I do. I'm saying you can't do what I do right now. Yeah. You got to put in some work, and then let's sit at the same table.
Yeah, it's just, listen, it's like, it's just weird to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, because only in this era where, God forbid, if you have the facts and the experience, it's not just one or the other. Like, you have the facts and an actual fucking experience about what the fuck goes on.
Yeah.
But because the internet can make anybody anything, right? And social media can make anybody anything. Everything that you have, the facts and the experience, just doesn't matter. It's like, yo, are you fucking kidding me? Yeah. That's why a lot of times, I really don't tell people what the fuck I do. Now, if you come and tell me, oh shit, yo, Remo, oh shit, yo, you interviewed fucking Dave East, you did Lola Brooke, oh shit, I don't know. You know what? Cowabunga, cool, thanks. Because I know off the rip what happens right after that. Yo, I'm saying, I think I could do that too. And, like, yo, give me the game. Yo, tell me what else I could do. And all that. Then I do it. Then it's the whole, dick measuring and pause and the fucking, oh, well, I don't know. I think I could do it better than you. It's like, I got to go.
Yeah.
I got to fucking go.
Yeah.
I got to go.
It's a lot. It's a lot. I actually don't really love telling people that I'm a comedian because they do the same. It's always the same questions. It's like, well, where do you perform? And if I'm not saying the cellar, then they're like, then are you really a comedian? I'm like, just because you know one place doesn't mean that. So now I just counter them with like, well, where do you know? And then they're like, oh, the cellar. I'm like, well, where else do you know? And they're like, that's it. And I'm like, okay. Yeah. Well, then I'm not going to waste my time telling you the places that I perform when A, you're not coming. Okay.
You're not paying.
You're not paying. And then it's like, oh, well, I thought about doing comedy. And when I tell them to go to an open mic, they look at me like I'm crazy. Where do you think I started? I mean, I did start on a show. But where do you think I started? I had to hone my skills at open mics. So you go do the same.
Fucking ridiculous. Jesus, Mahalia Jackson. Christ. If you were ever a sitcom, what would the title be? And which episodes gets canceled for you being too real? Woo! Shout out to pre-productions of the ReemoMeerak brand. We don't fuck around over here.
That was a really good question.
We don't fuck around over here.
It would probably be Black and Bougie. And
Go ahead.
The episode would probably entail me getting, just traveling around to different boutiques, getting security guards fired. White security guards fired for following me around.
What? That's wild. What? This is what you came up with? This is not what you came up with. Yo, that's media training 101, my creatives. Yo, you just got it right here. That is fucking hilarious. She said, yo, I'm just going to walk around and give, black security guards SH cases.
No, white ones.
White ones. Oh, so
not my brothers.
So you're
I'm doing it for the people.
So you're a civil activist baddie.
Yeah, it's going to be like the Black Pretty Woman. Big mistake. Huge mistake. It's gonna be like that. That's what my brother and I used to do growing up, because, growing up in Teaneck, New Jersey, and being in a...
Shout out to Teaneck, New Jersey.
Shout out to Teaneck, New Jersey. I love y'all forever. We'd go to the malls on Route 4 or whatever, and we'd be followed by security guards, and we would get them fired. It was a fun game for us.
That is fucking hilarious.
So that's from real life.
My creator, only on Cuts do we get these unique fucking stories.
It was a good time.
That's hilarious. All right, you've been navigating both the comedy corporate world. It's not even both. Comedy corporate world and active creative spaces. What's more terrifying, bombing on stage or Zoom small talks with execs?
Zoom small talk.
Oh yeah, let's go.
I hate Zoom small talk.
Really?
I hate that's one thing I don't miss about being in the office, having to be in the kitchen and then someone comes up to you and they want to tell you about what they did this weekend with their children. I don't give a shit, show. Okay? I really
Of all names, you said show.
I just don't.
Could it be Miller?
Oh, God. Oh, wait. That's so crazy. I don't mean that Cheryl Miller Porter. Because then you just said Miller, and I'm like, the only Cheryl I know I love. But no, I hate small talk. I absolutely hate small talk. And I don't believe in bombing. It's going to sound crazy, but I did a show at Mingles. Shout out to Smokey Suarez. And Tony Woods was there. And I was watching Tony on stage. I ate shit. I was supposed to do 5 minutes, but Smokey left me up there for like 13 minutes, which is a very long time.
God damn.
Especially.
Fuck Smokey. What the fuck? What'd you watch? Roots 2, Smokey? He's like, yeah. Whoosh, whoosh, work. Work, woman.
For 13 minutes. And I was just up there eating shit in front of old Caribbean people. I was like, this feels like a family
Yo,
reunion.
what's going on, guys?
Yeah.
Yo, This Yankee come here with that joke.
I'm Asian too, so it was terrible.
The Yankee come with that fucking joke. Why I bring her on stage for? That woman crazy, you know.
Yes, it was very much that.
Oh shit!
And I watched Tony, and also the championship game was behind us. LeBron and Steph were playing, and so we're performing in front of the basketball game, and I'm watching Tony when I come back in, and he's kind of eating shit too. But I had been told he's like the best at it. You know what I mean? Not saying he bombs a lot, but he just knows how to recover and he knows how to handle it.
That's what's up.
So I was watching him, and I asked him after. I was like, "How do you what do you do to prevent bombing? Or like, how do you work through a bomb?" And he said, "Dara, there's no such thing as bombing. There are champions and there are winners.
Right.
Champions learn, winners lose."
Ooh. Yo, we stay bringing you the talent and we stay bringing you the fucking gems, my creatives.
He told me
this
not
is
to
what
tell
Cuts is
anyone
about. It's all good. Well,
Sorry, Tony.
Well, sorry, Tony. She said it on Cuts.
I did.
You want to send an invoice? Go right ahead. It's not going to get paid though. Ruger, spray her up. Pow, 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 pow.
Don't spray me up.
No, not you.
Okay, great.
Pow, pow. Not Tony either. Just pow, pow.
Okay,
pow.
just pow, pow.
This is what we do over here.
Pow, pow.
All right. There's been a growing trend of people taking jokes very personally. Right? As a comedian, are you ever tempted to hand out emotional support forms at your shows? Yo, the productions, we go crazy on pre-productions.
Do I want to hand out emotional
hold on.
support?
We gotta get the Rugers out on that one. That is a fucking Ruger.
That is a great question. And no.
I would hope not.
No.
Please.
Because when I write, I like to dwindle things down to the lowest common denominator of truth. And as human beings, we live in a society of agreement. Truth lies in agreement. Sometimes it lies in fact, but most of the time it lies in agreement. You have on a hat. We agreed that that's a hat. Someplace else in some other plane, that might be a tree. Okay?
Yeah, AKA, not to cut you off, AKA, the square got to fit in a fucking circle.
The square has to fit in a circle.
This is what it is.
The square has to fit in a circle. Jesus Christ. So I feel like once you've dwindled down to the lowest common denominator of truth, of where the majority people can agree such is true, that's where you can find the truth in the funny.
Right.
And if I've done that successfully, they might not like what I'm saying, but they can't say that I'm wrong.
Yeah, right.
You know? So you get what you get and you don't get upset.
Yeah, I don't know. I think, all right, I hate where I'm going with this shit. Fuck it, who cares? I'll die in this hill.
Okay.
We're in a fucking society where you don't have to stay. Even though you paid for it. Okay, it made you uncomfortable, then fucking leave. Like, I'm sorry. Okay, well, guess what? The sacrifice is and the consequence is, all right, well, you don't get a refund, or hey, you lose your money on the ticket that you bought.
Yeah.
But this idiot like attack on comedy is just like really dumb to me. It's just dumb to me.
Yeah.
Because it's like, okay, so you expect said comedian in their short amount of time to really break down something politically for you, so this mini sect of people don't get upset. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
No, real shit, shut the fuck up.
No, it's true.
No, seriously, shut the fuck up. Not you. I'm just saying,
No,
I don't care. Whoever feels the way, you can feel the way. I don't care. Y'all know how unapologetic I am. Shut the fuck up.
He wants you to shut the fuck up.
No, just shut the fuck up. I'm sorry. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because that means you just don't understand the ethos of fucking, I know, I love saying ethos, right, my creatives? The ethos of fucking comedy. You just don't understand the fabric.
Yeah. No, it's true.
No, I'm just saying, like, it's like, are you fucking serious?
It's true.
Like the comedians I've seen, what they get punished for. I'm like, are you fucking serious? The shit they're getting punished for is like somebody going to jail for jaywalking. Like what the fuck are we talking about here?
Which, hello, whoever knew that was illegal? Remember when they made that announcement that it's now legal? It's like, what do you mean now legal?
Yeah, well, I mean, it was always a law, but it wasn't like a heavy infraction of a law.
Okay, yeah, because I know.
No, right. It was always a law. Trust me.
I've been jaywalking all my life.
Who fucking hasn't? Especially in New York City.
Yeah.
Jaywalking is our Olympics. Okay, listen. Listen. I'm sorry. Like, this, like, way society is, right? I'm sorry. I'm just starting to feel more and more obsolete. I'm sorry. I'm not going to subject to fucking trying to fit a square in a circle when I know a circle is a circle and a square is a fucking square. I'm sorry. Like I can't subscribe to this shit no more.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's not because of my age, per se, because I felt this way even when I was younger.
Right.
I'm just like, nah. I'm not allowing society or people within society to change me so they can feel better for them.
Yeah, no.
Then here I am stressed out and sick and all this other bullshit. And then for the comedians, I'm like, yo, this is bullshit. I've never seen so much political fucking banter for comedy in like the last 10 years. You would never think, like even like back in the days, even though because back in the days, social media didn't have like a influence on comedy. So like the Def Comedy Jams, the BT, what's the BT's Comic Views, what's the other shit? Like Kids in the Hall, Mad TV,
I love Kids in the Hall.
Living Color, like those type of comedy type of platforms or whatever have you.
Yeah.
Nobody was purely giving a fuck. Trust me, those shows were wilding. Dave Chappelle too. Those shows were fucking wilding. If this is wilding, comedy went this and beyond of those days.
Yeah.
That era of comedy.
Yeah.
Right? Even if you want to go back with Red Fox in them and fucking Richard Pryor in them. And white dude, George Carlin in them, right? Roseanne Barr. You can even go however you want to fucking do this shit, right? Nobody gave a flying fuck. Nobody went like, oh my God, I gotta go protest, or oh my God, I need him canceled, I need her canceled. Like, what the fuck are we talking about here?
Well, I feel like in many ways we have forgotten that thoughts and feelings are two separate things.
Right.
So just because you think something is fucked up doesn't mean that we have to care about your feelings of it. And it is our job as comedians to make people think, you know? I would love to be the comedian who could just talk about apples. I would love to just be
Talking about apples with I would have wanted to see that.
I would love to, but there's bigger things that are happening in my life, and there are bigger things that are happening in the world that I am going to talk about. I talk about white people in my set a lot. I've done the same set in front of MAGA people and, you know, non-MAGA people. Both of them were white.
Nobody shot you? No.
At all. They actually have come up.
Pow, pow, bang, bang. It's too early for that type of joke.
I don't
so
like
sorry.
that as a manifestation. But
No. My fault. My bad. No bad juju on her. No bad juju on her.
God, I hope you took an intermission while he said that. But no, in both respects.
Good job, Kareem. You hit the parlay.
Yeah, Jesus. Like, I've been waiting to get her shot for years. Jesus. I've actually had people come up and hug me of all varieties.
Oh,
like,
that's what's up.
I know you said a lot of jokes about white people, but I still enjoyed you.
Thank you for telling me the truth.
Thank you for, yeah. Because there was nothing that I said that was punching down or that was so far removed from the general psyche of society that they could get mad at it just because I said white people.
Right.
You know?
Right. All right. Enough of the nicey nice.
Oh.
It's time for Bars of Cap. Bars of Cap, my crazy. You know how this game goes. You're going to say some scenarios.
Okay.
And if you choose bar, that means you agree to it. Cap is self-explanatory.
Okay.
It's Cap. Are you ready for this Bars of Cap?
Bars of Cap.
Are you sure?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Comedians can't say anything anymore. Bars of Cap.
Cap.
All right. Explain.
Say whatever you want. You just got to write it well enough.
All right. And what's no? Expound on that. Talk about it more.
Don't punch down. Don't say things just to say them. Leave someone with thought. You know, my grandfather told me when I came out to him as a comedian that comedians do two things. They make people think and they make people laugh. And it is your job to make them laugh at what they're thinking about. Now, if someone just gets on and just says a bunch of frivolous words strung together and nobody's laughing, well, yeah, they missed the mark.
Right.
You know?
Tremendously missed the mark.
Tremendously missed the mark. You can say the things, but we also have to understand that we don't live in a world without consequence. So you can say whatever you want. You can do whatever you want. But there also are consequences. So it goes both ways. If you don't want people to get offended and they do get offended, just know that they got offended and then there's consequences. Right, well enough to avoid consequences.
All right. Let's go to the next one. Offended audiences are just a sign the joke wasn't funny. Bars or cap? That's a little tricky. Based on what we just talked about maybe a couple minutes before, not just that, my creators, but if you rewind it back, that's tricky.
That's really tricky.
That's tricky.
Because how do you know the audience is offended? Oh, because they're not laughing?
But then again, hold on. But if they are laughing and they still get offended because the society does that stupid shit.
Right. So that's hard.
So what's your take? What say you? You can't be on the fence. It got to be one or the other.
Okay. What was the question again?
Okay. Offended audiences are just a sign the joke wasn't funny. Bars or cap?
I'll say bars.
Okay. Explain on that.
I'll say bars. Because if they're laughing, they don't have enough time to really be offended. And laughing is an involuntary response to something heard or seen.
Right.
So if they're offended, then that means that there has been too much room on the table left for them to think without you bringing them to your point.
I want to segue. Do you feel comedians are documentarians, but with a mic?
Yeah, documentarians,
philosophers. Yeah, and all that. You know what I'm saying? Because documentary directors and stuff like that, their goal for their documentary is to match the intellectual tie and emotional tie. So in that kind of sense, for comedians, would we say agree? It's kind of the same.
Yeah, and like jokes encapsulate time. You know what I mean? Like you'll hear a joke and you'll know kind of what time. Some jokes are timeless, but some jokes, they live in that pocket and they're highlighting that pocket of society at that state and time, So yeah, it's a capture of history.
All right, that's what's up. I already know what your answer is going to be with this, so I'm going to ask it anyway. Social media made everybody think they're a stand-up comedian. Bars or cap? Definitely a bar and a half.
Bars.
Speak on that.
Funny people exist everywhere. Funny people are literally everywhere. Stand-up comedians are built and grown.
Yeah.
So, we all now have a camera. It didn't always be that way. We used to say things like, take a picture, will last longer. Now people can just be like, yeah, sure, no problem. So it's given access to a lot of funny people. They are definitely allowed to be funny people on the internet, but I think that that's when we need to make sure that we are siloing things. You're a funny person on the internet versus a stand-up comedian.
All right. Comedians today are under more pressure than news anchors. Bars or cap? That's definitely a fucking bar.
That's a bar.
That's a stupendously fucking bar.
That's a bar. That guy said that homeless people should just be like killed or murdered on Fox News and nothing happened to him.
But God forbid, Dara goes, hey.
Didn't someone just there's a Charlie Kirk joke and they got, I have a Charlie Kirk joke and I'm scared to kind of do it. I've done it. But it's just, I shouldn't feel like that is a problem for me to say something when you have these newscasters saying whatever they want and people are relying on them for information.
Going off the shits.
No one should be relying on information from me. Yes, I am sharing the information, but I'm your trusted source.
It's crazy. Crazy life. Crazy life.
It's crazy.
All right. Being funny online is harder than doing stand-up. Bars or cap?
Cap. Fucking
super cap. Let's go.
Absolutely cap.
Yeah, let's go.
You can be funny in your living room. Your cat is laughing internally. Maybe. Probably not. Looking at you like, what are you doing? But we live for the applause. We live for the ha-has, and unless you know how you were, saying before, reading the energy of the room, really understanding your audience, doing enough reps to know how to do that, you can't do that in your living room.
Right. Validity is random, not talent. Bars or cap?
What is?
No, I said validity is random, not talent. Bars or cap?
Validity is random.
Uh-huh. Not talent. Bars or cap? Ooh, that's a tough one. Oof. God.
Well, what makes things valid? Where's the validation coming from?
I know. That's a good.
Because there's many people whose mamas tell them that they are funny and that they should do something, and that's not necessarily talent. So who's doing the validation? That's my question.
So what are you selecting? Are you going cap?
I'll go cap.
You want to go cap? All right. Well, you already explained it. It's not enough to like expunge on, you know. All right. The algorithm awards drama, not creativity. Bars or cap?
Algorithm awards drama, not creativity. Bars or cap? Drama for sure. I saw someone say that you should be using your comment section for dialogue and conversation, and nothing drives more dialogue and conversation than seeing something that you don't necessarily agree with. So that's the drama. Here comes the floods.
Right.
I can put up something funny and someone will be like, aha, scroll.
Yeah. Nobody cares.
Yeah. The things that I care about the most that I post, nobody cares. The things that I think are just stupid, and people are like,
Everybody, oh my God, that was amazing.
Yeah. Like, what?
Bastard. Yo, I be on segue. I'll be doing that sometime. Yo, you know what's crazy? All right. All right. So this year probably is my first year of content creation and me posting online and everything. That I've just not given a fuck. And I just said, you know what? I'll just be a villain, right? This is the first year. Mm-hmm. You follow me on Facebook. Mm-hmm. You know how I give it up on Facebook. Mm-hmm. Like Facebook, I'm really like going ape shit versus Instagram and Twitter, right? Mm-hmm. I'm pretty political on Instagram and Twitter. But Facebook is where, you know, here comes the ugly truth. Here comes this. La da 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 da. Shut the F up. Who cares? La.
Yeah.
This year alone, I think I've been clapping back so much this year.
Really?
To a point, one clap back kind of got me. It didn't get me in trouble, but I was like, all right, you know, I got a call because of the clap back.
You had to clean up the clap back?
No, it's still on my page.
I saw. Okay.
Still on my page. You know, come on, Dara. You know me very well.
No.
I've died on many.
I didn't think you deleted it. I thought you called to clear up the
No. I got called about it.
Oh, you got called.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you know. There's a lot to clap back to right now.
Oh, tremendously amount.
I have been protecting my peace.
Right.
So I only clap back when very necessary.
Yeah, right. Yeah, hey, listen, I died on many hills. It is what it is.
Yeah.
Died on many hills in this industry. It's right. They'll be fine.
Yes.
You know
and so will you.
So a good meme is worth more than a marketing degree. Bars a cap.
A good meme is worth more than a marketing degree.
Shout out to the ReemoMeerak brand team. We be fucking wilding in the meetings with this shit.
A good meme. You know what? I mean, I hate to say it, but bars in certain ways. I mean,
why?
Even when we were like listening to the things that they were saying at Adweek, I mean, the words that I'm hearing.
They were going.
There were a lot of gems, but literally those people went to school for marketing, and then they are relying on influencers and AI now. So where is that going to take us in several years if AI is going to be the person who's coming up with experiential marketing experiences for people?
It's crazy.
And they'll probably be able to get some kind of robot to do, you know, whatever it is, and then just send it to an influencer who's going to make a video about it, and then there goes your marketing budget. Like, if that's where we're going, then I don't know if we really need any more marketing degrees.
A good, all right. I'll go against the grain. I feel cap only because even though AI is doing everything, eliminating the time and the space by 70%, right? 80% on a production tip, right? 90, you go, or even go 90, right? You still are missing the human that's doing the social emotional of that regardless, or at least touching per se, not physically, but just touching in a way, right? Because AI, great. I mean, AI can equate a human's emotion or what they or what a human pours into creatively, but it's just an enhancer. It's just like, okay, all right, humans are the coffee, and AI is just the splendor. You know what I'm saying? AI. I'm just saying. I'm just keeping it in a bucket. That's the way I look at it. I'm not denying it. Trust me. I'm AI to death. If anybody that talks about AI, it's definitely fucking ReemoMeerak by far.
Yes.
But when it comes to, if you really break it down, right? And I'm not saying that, okay, AI is not going to take over. It is. But still, even on a sense of, okay, if that person has the degree, right? And I'm not saying the degree is everything. Oh, go to school and waste $20,000, $30,000, $40,000, $50,000. No, but it's still going to be a missing element because AI still isn't perfect. Let's not act like AI is perfect. It's perfect for the average person who feels like, okay, I don't want to put too much work into what I create.
Yes, and I understand what you're saying.
Right.
But let's take music for example, right?
Okay.
We come from a generation where we had some of the greatest singers that
By far
existed.
By far.
I'm sure that there are people who are out there who still have those talents. Do you see any of them?
Oh yeah, of course. I mean, of course.
Do you see any of them being pumped out and promoted, or is it kind of all just auto-tune changed game and about a little beat and a cute little outfit,
right?
But we don't have anyone who is power ballading that we're going to be singing songs for, you know what I mean? And technology helped with that change. So while it's not perfect now, it is going to be weeding out the human experience. And what's going to happen is we're going to get more and more used to not having a human touch on things. Yeah. And that is just the trajectory where we're heading. We're going to have to fight for the human experience, essentially.
All right.
Sorry.
No, right. No. But this is what Bars and Cap is for.
Yeah.
Get these thoughts out. It's all good. There's no winner or loser here.
Yeah, no.
Being a black woman in comedy means you're automatically funnier because you lived it. Bars of Cap. Ooh.
I mean, fucking bar, baby!
Yo, pre-show, shout out to the fucking ReemoMeerak brand team. Pre-production, we be wildin'.
Bars, baby!
We be wildin'. Pre-production, we be wildin', son.
No, I mean, look, we're finding people of every variety, right? But I do think, especially as black people in general, there has been so much that has been tainted in our history and that we have had to overcome. And one thing that has never left us is our ability to find laughter and joy in the darkness. Mm-hmm. So I think there's always been funny black women. It's similar to anything that you would see like equestrian sports or gymnastics or tennis. It is the lack of access. So there are plenty more black female comedians or women comedians who should be known. But I think the access is what has been denying us, you know. So shout out to people like Joanna Briley and the Black Women in Comedy Festival because that, you know.
Michelle is it Dubois?
Who?
Michelle, the light-skinned one. Bateau, yes.
Mm-hmm.
I like her. She's dope.
Yeah,
you know,
she's one of many.
She took a couple of shots at my favorite comedian.
Who?
Dave Chappelle. She did.
Well.
Took a couple of shots. I mean, I get it. But, you know, I get it. I understand it. But it's like, goddamn. But it's all good. She's still funny. She's still funny as hell. Never take that away from her. She's still funny as hell. You know, she took a couple of shots at my guy. But I get it.
Were you offended?
No, I wasn't offended. It was, all right. You know what it is? All right. I get it. Certain things will bother people, or for that matter, because you put your heart and emotion into something that you defend, right? Mm. Okay, yes, I get it. It's going to speak. Or for that matter, it's going to, in a way, you'll dismiss, or for that matter, you will not care of a greatness of someone regardless because of something that they're saying is bothering what you heavily defend, right? Mm-hmm. So in regards to Michelle, right? I get it. Yes, you're pro-gender or pro-transgender or pro-life or whatever the case may be, or however you would say that politically, mm-hmm. right? Mm-hmm. But to think that, okay, Dave Chappelle isn't talented because he said a certain joke in a certain way or whatever.
Did she say that?
No, the shot that she took at Dave was like, oh, well, you're just not showing that you're growing in life or whatever. I forgot it was on the Breakfast Club. She had said something in order that, like, basically saying like, okay, because he keeps saying those jokes, those type of jokes, right? It means he hasn't grown up in himself as a man or whatever. And for me, it's just like, all right, but this is why I came back earlier. We talked about comedy and a positive comedy. I said, but that never was the case. You know what I'm saying? Of a comedian checking another comedian because you knew of the culture, or you knew of the what's the best word? I'm trying to say it in the best word. You knew of the energy of it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's like pretty much like with actors, right? You and I are actors, right? And in a scene, let's say you overdid it, right? In the scene, but because I'm with you acting as an acting partner, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go on a platform, a big platform. I'm gonna go say what I felt about it, which I feel is whack.
So you think she broke comedy code?
For me, in a way, yes. I feel that because at the end of the day, for y'all as comedians, I'm saying, even though I'm on the outside in, but still as an entertainer, regardless, you're not really gonna. I get what you're saying. Like if you feel political about something, right? Cool. I'm not saying you don't have a right to say what you feel and say it away with, but in the same token, if you understand the code of being a comedian.
Well, what should she have done? Not told her truth?
I'm not saying not tell truth. I just feel in that instance of because of the platform for what it was that you said it at. You know what I'm saying?
But that was the platform that asked her.
I don't think they didn't ask her directly. I think what they asked her was because I forgot what stand up she had kind of took a shot at Dave, right? So they just asked her in essence like why you feel against Dave. You know what I'm saying? Or feel a way against Dave.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And for me, as black comedians, you know what I'm saying?
You wanted her to have a little more camaraderie.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not, listen, I want it to be very understood. Again, I'm not going against her talent. She's arguably right now top 5 to top 10 comedians right now. You can say what you want, say what you will.
She's amazing.
She's amazing. For me, understanding of what you know or what black comedians go through. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
In that regard. And I'm not saying that, okay, oh, well, because it's the black code, don't say nothing. It's not that. It's like, yo, there's a better way to go about it. Or hell, go directly at Dave, but off camera. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I get it. Once again, if you emotionally feel for something you heavily defend politically, I get it. But as far as when it comes to this comedy space and understanding that y'all both black comedians, don't have that shown that, okay, well, they're black comedians. Oh, well, because now it opens the floodgate with, well, if she feels away and she's a top comedian, oh, then it's definitely wrong on Dave. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I know you're going to disagree with that.
I love that you think that people care that much about what black women have to say.
No,
I love that.
No, I mean,
we just went through an election where 92% of us have been screaming to the hills, and nobody cares.
But it's a difference as far as entertainment to politics.
I'm
just saying, I get what you're saying politically. Yes, politically, black women are not heard at all, right? But as far as in this space, as far as entertainment space, and going on platforms. And saying of certain things, right? And the way our society takes things in, regardless of however they get it done or get the job done, and not saying that she's leading something for Dave to get canceled. No, I'm not saying that. But in the same token, you're giving it ammo, you're giving it room. Because vice versa, let's say the roles are reversed, right? And Dave goes and says away, what are people gonna do to Dave? They're gonna come at Dave, like, yo, our owners gonna come at Dave, like, bro, chill. That's a black woman. Like, yo, protect the black woman or whatever.
Maybe.
No, I'm just saying. Like, I'm just putting it in its.
I watch a lot of black women get torn down, and it's.
No, true. I'm not denying. I guess I'm putting it in a more context narrative versus actuality.
I feel like for me, I can't have sat here for the last hour and talked about living your truth and speaking it out loud.
Yes.
And then now say that she was wrong in doing that.
Well, I'm not saying you're wrong. Right.
I'm not saying.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm just saying for me
right.
and how it.
Of who you are, yes.
Right. You know, it would feel hypocritical if I was like, well, then she should have never said that.
Right.
You know? But I understand and respect how you feel.
Right. No, right. And like I said, and I'm following it up again. She's top 5, top 10 comedians right now.
She's amazing.
Top 5, top 10 creatives.
Yeah.
Because she even does it on the other side with producing and everything. So even on that note, right? I just feel for us. Us. Right here. Us.
we definitely have to stick together. And there's that, family in-house business, that we have always been raised. And, I would like to see some equal opportunity with the tearing down. You know what I mean? These white men are running rampant, and I need more people to talk about them.
No, true. No, they are. No. Trust me, no.
They all
wilding out. They all wilding out. Trust me, I'm not afraid to get at them and let the Ruger spray at them. No, of course.
Yeah. I just want it to be equal opportunity.
No, of course. But I was just putting it in context because of what we've been talking about as far as comedians and black comedians as well, and also oriented around that particular scenario. All right. Out of everything that we talked about in Bars of Cap, which one really made you want to reflect about you the most? If you think.
I mean, I think this last conversation is really interesting.
Okay.
Because there is that push and pull of, what's to be said out loud and what's not to be said out loud. And I feel like it's very hard, especially as a black woman, to live my authentic truth on public platforms without pissing off somebody on some side.
Right.
Right. And that's a fear that is fought all the time. So I think that, just you've planted some seeds of what does that look like and what does that mean? You've made me ponder a little bit.
Okay. Well, yeah, but like I said, at the end of the day, that's what C.U.T.S is about. That's what this platform is about. I mean, besides just regular interview, which is not in a way it's an interview based, but it's not, because it's a hybrid. I've always felt this platform was a hybrid. But it's to show, like, okay, what do these figures really think past them just being a figure? Yeah. Or being a creative. You know what I'm saying? Also, too, the host himself. You know what I'm saying?
The human on the inside.
Right. And here, too.
This one.
Yeah. This
one's a little crazier.
Yeah, right.
This one has great intentions.
Right.
Yeah,
right. But all right, Dara, look into the camera. Let everybody know where to follow you at.
You can follow me at Chocolate JEM on Instagram. And I don't have a TikTok or Twitter because I never wanted to be fired from a job.
How dare you?
It goes back to not saying things publicly. But I'm gonna get out of that. But yeah, follow me. I don't know when this is gonna air. When is this gonna air?
Don't worry about it.
Okay, great. I was gonna say I have a show this Saturday, but if it's gonna be after this Saturday, then it won't matter. But yeah, follow me on Chocolate Gem, and it's Dara, DARAJEMMO, 2 T's.
All right, you already know what it is, man. My creatives, ReemoMeerak _ on everything. iHeartRadio, Spotify, Google, Apple, Amazon Music, DJ Chase Radio, FM, weeknights, 10 p.m. You already know what this is. Hands over the eyes. Ain't the one, baby. It's the 2 up. Turn that 2 over. Ruger's up. You already know what it is. Let's go.
Everybody with a check ain't certified. If you look behind these shades, you see a murder house. A lot of people that I beef, it wasn't worth my time. Got my